It's 5 minutes with me.
Hello, friends. Marko here. Welcome to 5 Minutes with Marko. We are going to start a little mini series here for a few weeks. I'm calling it Nuggets. And basically, I had a whole collection of thoughts that I wanted to share, but none of them were long enough to warrant an entire 5 minute episode. So I just kind of collected them together into little groupings. And I actually have 12 collections of them pulled together. But I thought a 12-part nugget series was a little long. So we're going to start with 4 weeks of nuggets. And today we're going to do five and hope that it's approximately 5 minutes long. I think it's going to feel a little like drinking from a fire hose. So buckle up to mix some metaphors. And here we go. Nugget one. One of my youth ministry coaching program participants was sharing this week about the message that they convey to visitors. Here it is. He says, "We're a closed group, but we're not a." Sorry, I got that wrong. We're a close group, but we're not a closed group. Jump in and be yourself. Let me say that again. We're a close group, but we're not a closed group. Jump in and be yourself. I love it. It's just great wording. Let's all embrace that cultural value. Nugget two. Recently, I was chatting with an older national youth ministry leader, and we were reflecting on a youth worker maturity marker that we've both noticed, linked to the youth worker's attitude when the ministry that they leave suffers and or falls apart. The immature youth worker responds with, at least inwardly, they respond with success. Clearly, they needed me. The mature youth worker responds with failure. Clearly, I made it too much about me. The inverse of both of these statements could also be made about a ministry that flourishes when the youth worker moves on. By the way, the immature youth worker is secretly sad about ministry vibrancy after their departure, and the mature youth worker sees this as a major win. Which are you? How are you positioning your youth ministry in relationship to yourself? Nugget three. Lots of pastors are technicians or tacticians, and we need more artists who see things and don't mind being other. Someone named Tony Cade Bambera wrote this: "The role of the artist is to make the revolution irresistible." Ooh, let me say it again. The role of the artist is to make the revolution irresistible. Youth workers, let's embody the role of the artist rather than technicians or tacticians. Let's make the revolution irresistible. Nugget four. Trust. Trust is possible to build, but it requires time and intention. It's easy to lose in a second. It's possible to rebuild trust, but it takes twice as long as the first time. Without trust and safety, your ministry will not experience communion. And without communion, the ministry will be clubbish and wimpy. Nugget five. Some time ago, I posted a quote I've come to see as a core essential of great youth ministry everywhere in the world. It's this line some of you have heard me say: "The best youth ministries are always weird. They possess a self awareness of their uniquenesses and they celebrate them, even relish in them, rather than tamping them down." Reading the responses, which were mostly positive, it reminded me of an amazing quote from Kenda Creasy Dean. A few years ago now, I led a discussion at a convention about the future of youth ministry. In prep for that, I'd asked for quotes from a variety of youth ministry thinkers. Kenda sent me a mic drop. I love, love, love this. Hold on. Teenagers, she writes, teenagers know better than we do that when we ask them to be Christians, we are asking them to do a very dangerous thing. The only way out is to adopt a safe version of Christianity, which might not be Christian at all, that helps them become good, nice people instead of people who love sacrificially. But as we know, good and nice Christianity seldom lasts past high school, since teenagers quickly learn that people can be perfectly good and nice without Jesus anywhere in the picture. So I think in the future, youth ministry will try to re-weirdify Christianity, highlighting Jesus's radical actions and peculiar self-giving love in an effort to resist the American church's habit of trying to tame the gospel into a middle-class bedtime story. If Christianity is dangerous, then we need to act like it. Teenagers aren't afraid of risk, but they want to know that Jesus is worth it. Young people are going to demand that we, the church, be who we say we are. People who obviously follow Jesus, which makes us weird in a culture based on self-actualization and self-fulfillment. Or they just aren't going to bother with us at all. Bam! Stew on that one a bit.
The Youth Cartel Podcast Network.